We do start, though, with the legal battle over executive power. The state of Illinois and the city of Chicago announced today they are suing the Trump administration over its plans to deploy the National Guard. The lawsuit says in its introduction here, the American people should not live under the threat of occupation by the United States military, particularly not simply because their city or state leadership has fallen out of a president's favor. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker told CNN Sunday what he thinks the Trump administration wants to do by sending in the National Guard.
They want mayhem on the ground. They want to create the war zone so that they can send in even more troops. Now they're claiming they need 300 of Illinois' National Guard. Well, we didn't need them before they showed up.
Meanwhile, a federal judge has blocked the Trump administration from sending any National Guard troops to Oregon. The White House tried to deploy already federalized troops in California to Portland, and that was an attempt to sidestep the judge's Saturday ruling, which had blocked Trump from federalizing Oregon's National Guard. Well, now the judge has broadened the restraining order to cover troops from all states. All this as new CBS News polling found 58% of Americans oppose President Trump deploying National Guard members to cities in the United States. And for more on all this, CBS News correspondent Ash-har Quraishi joins us from Broadview, Illinois, right outside of Chicago. Ash-har, very good to see you here. What more can you tell us about this new lawsuit against the Trump administration?
Hey there, Nancy. Well, the state of Illinois and the city of Chicago say the president's order to federalize and deploy National Guard troops here is illegal and unconstitutional. The lawsuit argues it violates what's known as the Posse Comitatus Act and oversteps executive authority. It also claims federal agents have already used, quote, brute force tactics during ICE raids, causing all kinds of problems. And also, they say that it's caused fear, unrest, and economic harm. The state is asking a federal judge to block the deployment immediately.
Sure, we're talking to you from outside that main ICE facility where protests erupted with law enforcement over the weekend. We saw those images. What does the scene look like now? And what are you hearing from people who actually live there?
Well, you know, as you can tell right now, it's pretty calm outside right now. There is still a presence here outside the Broadview facility. This is where federal agents clashed with protesters over the weekend using pepper balls and tear gas. Mind you, this is a fairly small street, maybe less than a block or so, that ends in a dead end down the street. So, you know, it's not a very big area. So there's a question about how many troops could even fit in here if they were bringing them out. Also, you know, as far as residents we've spoken to, they talk about the fear, the uncertainty. They talk about hearing about overnight raids. They talk about people jumping out of unmarked vans and taking people. And they say they feel like they're under occupation and that they're hoping that the courts put a stop to this. Nancy?
Ash-har Quraishi joining us there from Broadview, Illinois. Ash-har, thank you.